charter coordinator, I just want to say thank you so much for being with us today, and thank you for allowing myself and the fellow crew members to be with you on your special day. I hope you remember this day for the rest of your lives. Thank you for all you did for our country, and we love you. God bless you. Miss you. See you soon.
What does it mean for you to go on this trip with us?
I'm really touched that anyone would go to all this trouble for us.
Well, it's going to be great, I think. It'll be a great trip.
It'd be good being able to talk to some of the people in Vietnam the time I was there, because they tell war stories.
Well, quite a bit. This is my third try. I'll be anxious to see it next time.
Yeah, a lot. Everything. I'm so happy. I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to it.
It means a lot to me.
I don't know that I can put it in words. Only I would say it's an honor that I can see that many of the wounded and those who didn't survive couldn't see.
It means a great deal. It's something I've looked forward to for over 60 years. Well, it means bringing back a great many remembrances.
Well, it's wonderful. This is nice. It's kind of hard to believe.
Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. You can't believe this.
Early on September 9th, 2012, Honor Flight Northern Colorado began its 9th trip to Washington, D.C., as veterans of World War II and the Korean War gathered at the Embassy Suites Hotel in Loveland, Colorado. Also slated for this trip were Purple Heart recipients from the Vietnam conflict and the war in Iraq. Guardians connected with their assigned veterans and prepared for their 2-day excursion together. A crowd of family, friends, and veterans mingled among the honorees as they ate a buffet breakfast prepared by the Embassy Suites. Stories were swapped and relationships developed among those who were going on the flight.
Intelligence in London for 19 months. I pinpointed maps, a map of France, showing the drops of supplies and men and women. Yes, I was a WAC. I was chosen in a group of 40 at first to be sent to London to work there. And each one of us could speak a foreign language.
Air Force. I was a linguist, and they had no need for Romanian linguists in Korea. So I was right across the Black Sea from Romania, intercepting their phone or radio calls and stuff.
Air Force.
Air Force. Right after it became the actual Air Force.
Yeah. Back when they called us bus drivers.
So you're obviously a Purple Heart recipient.
I've got 2 of them. 2 helicopter gunships for the Air Force. We had special operations gunships, and they had the miniguns. And 19-round pods, and the Army had just machine guns out the side and 7-round pods. So I had 6 choppers, never lost a chopper, and we got some wounded like myself. The VC found out that we had guns that shoot straight down and back, and they didn't get it after us anymore. It was a UH-1. We had the twin engines.
That's the Huey, right?
Huey, yeah.
I'm 85 years of age. I'm probably one of the youngest World War II veterans, and there's a reason for that. I joined the Navy when I was only 16 years old in January 1944, and I saw the last year and a half of World War II. And then when I got out, I joined the reserves, and when the Korean War deal started, they called me back in. So I could have gone either World War II or Korea. I belong to a group. I'm a charter member and a life member of a group called Volunteers of Underage Military Service.
No, my wife.
Guys that fibbed about their age to get in. I ran away from home and joined the Navy.
I was first on a B-26, and then I got transferred to a C-47. I spent a lot of time in Europe, 2.5 years, and I went through Omaha Beach and numerous bombings. and strafings. Omaha Beach and Sherbrooke was the two dangerous places I was in, and also on the coast of England with B-1 bombs coming over. And as long as you could see the car coming out the back, it's okay. But when the car stopped, you better die.
Navy Air Force. Bombardier pilot. Started out as an electronics technician. World War II. Guantanamo Bay, Cuba.
Really?
Yeah. The Coast Guard.
42nd Infantry Division in Europe. 1944. And I came home in September 1946. We were with the famous Rainbow Division.
I was a explosive detection dog handler, so I was a canine handler, searching out explosives and IEDs and whatnot.
And you're a Purple Heart recipient?
I am.
What years did you serve?
2002 to 2006.
What does it mean for you to come on the flight with us?
It's an incredible opportunity, incredible honor to be around all these veterans from, so many wars in the past, and they're the true heroes and patriots, and I kind of feel like I'm just tagging along.
We will have taken 1,191 veterans from World War II, the Korean War, and Purple Heart recipients from the war in Vietnam, and today, for the first time, a Purple Heart recipient from the war in Iraq. We come today again to honor heroes, special heroes. And then we also today reminded, Lord, of one of our veterans we went on a flight 3 years ago, at 100 years old, our oldest one to go. But just a few days ago, he passed away. We thank you because they have made the United States of America the greatest nation in all the world, as we ask you to keep it that way. In Jesus' name, amen.
After breakfast and a short ceremony, they began boarding the 4 buses for the trip to Denver International Airport. The atmosphere was electric with anticipation.
Yeah, tomorrow night, okay, I'll take good care of you.
later, or we'll get it right inside?
I'll tell you in the car.
We'll take good care of it.
This is ours. This is our
How many
green
big back in one piece?
Oh, yeah.
Gene, okay, right in here,
Yeah,
Gene.
need mine.
All right.
The caravan to DIA would be led by an escort of more than 100 Patriot Guard riders and the Larimer County Sheriff's Department. The gathered crowd waved and saluted as the buses departed, and more crowds would be seen along the roadside, honoring the veterans as they passed by. At the Signature Air Flight Services Terminal at DIA, the veterans were again honored as they were greeted and assisted by local military personnel. There would be another short ceremony as preparations were made for boarding the U.S. Airways chartered aircraft.
Let's try and see.
Thank you for your service and thank you for
There's Owen.
have fun, fellas.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You made it.
Yeah. Have fun. See you later. Have a good time.
22. We're over.
95. 95 years ago, the oldest was 100 years old. All Army folks, stand or raise your hand. Marines. Army Air Force. Army Air Force. All right. Coast Guard. Any Coast Guard? One Coast Guard. U.S. Air Force, as we're now taking folks who are passing through the
Not very long ago, he came back from Afghanistan working for General Petraeus. He's been a fine fighter pilot. He flew with the Thunderbirds, and he grew up out here in the same area of eastern Colorado that I did. So I like him. So Colonel Sept Johnson.
I was going to say something about Stan's vertical challenge, but I will tell you he is much taller than his stature. I just want to say a couple quick words to each group in here individually, to the law enforcement officers. Thank you so much for your service as well. Honestly, I've seen some pretty awful things and some pretty great things, but I know you guys live it every day. And I want you to know that we very much appreciate that, and certainly from a military side. And this is where I want to start talking to you folks in the orange. Last year, I had the absolute honor to take my father at this very day on this very trip. So how many is it your first trip? Guardians. Awesome. I know, trust me, I know you will find it just as rewarding as I did. And now to the men and women on this trip, I gotta tell you, every year I'm amazed to see you're here. Because we in uniform here today, active duty, owe this to you. I appreciate it when you come up and tell me thank you, but I would not be here if it weren't for you. We would not have this country, we would not have the freedoms, we would not have what we have today. I can tell you, I went to the desert several times and I looked down from 30,000 feet flying out of Turkey. The last year when I went and served for General Petraeus as his NATO headquarters base commander and all the NATO facilities throughout Afghanistan, it really drove home two things. Never, ever, ever forget the sacrifice that you made and those that went before you and that never came home. And always count your blessing that you were born and live and fought for the greatest country in the entire world. And finally, I know we went through the list of every service out there, but I will tell you, as an Air Force officer serving for one of the greatest leaders I had the opportunity to work for, my Sergeant Major was still one of my best friends in the Army. I worked with Navy, I worked with every service to include NATO, and I gotta tell you folks, it's one team, one fight. Thank you for your service. Have a great trip.
After another warm greeting at the airport in Baltimore, the veterans gathered for the night at the Baltimore Hilton, where they were treated to a banquet and a keynote address from a military dignitary. The next morning came early as the buffet breakfast began at 0600. The buses were already out front and ready for boarding when the meal ended. The beautiful World War II memorial was the first on the day's agenda. The visit would begin a full day of reflection, honor, and even healing for all on the trip. Next on the agenda was the U.S. Air Force Memorial. The beautiful setting overlooking the Pentagon and Arlington National Cemetery made for a perfect location for the Arby's box lunch that was waiting when they arrived. With Honor Flight Northern Colorado now including Korean War veterans on their manifests, the Korean War Veterans Memorial holds extra special significance among the stops. One of the highlights of the trip was mail call during the bus trip back to Baltimore. Each veteran received letters from Northern Colorado elementary school students honoring their service.
How was it? Did you have fun?
Great.
Was it fun?
You bet. Enjoyed it. You bet.
Hey.
Ladies, remember my birthday.
Oh, yeah. There's the birthday boy.
Hey, welcome back.
Hey, guys. How'd you do? Was it fun?
Yeah.
Was that the first time you got to see
Yeah.
that, huh?
It's real
The
neat,
wall's
yeah.
really cool. Did you notice any names on there that you recognize?
Yeah, my guys. Yeah. It was hard for me to.
I know.
I didn't know anyone.
Aw.
Look up names.
Aw, bless
So
your
I
heart.
just, took pictures.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, how'd it go?
Good.
You look terrific.
Oh, wonderful. Thanks, guys.
We'll see you on the plane. Okay. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. How you doing? Hi.
What'd you girls do last night? Celebrated, huh?
We did. Hi, guys. Hey, how you doing? You have fun? Woo! How you doing? Hi, Wendy. You're on camera. Hi, guys. Did you have fun? Hey, guys. How you doing? Hi.
Okay.
Hey, how you doing? Did you have
Good.
fun? You have a good time?
Yes, I did.
Good. Good. You had good weather out there.
And what did you all do while we were out?
We went out for dinner and
Well, we had
rested.
sandwiches. You went out and had lobster.
Oh, look who's here. You're the best, girl.
All right. Now there's some lady vets back here somewhere. Where are they? Where are the lady veterans?
Oh, they're right up there.
Up there. Yes, and you're going to get a picture with her. This is going in history with me and her. Okay? Take a picture. Take a proud picture. Okay, we're going to go on Facebook and everything. I tell you, it was so nice meeting you. We very rarely get a lot of women this. Oh, it was a pleasure. Well, you're welcome. Thank you.
You know, I'm just little old me and I haven't done all that much, but it was great and I'm glad I did.
Yes.
It was so wonderful. And I got my husband.
You got a husband too? In the military?
Yeah.
I gotta go. I gotta go and join the military. Yeah, give me an extra one.
Tell me everything.
All right.
Yeah, how was the banquet?
Yeah,
That was good.
ham and beef.
Was that the first time you guys were down, though, in the memorials, to see the memorials?
That's a long part of it before.
You have. So you were World War II, and you're Korea, a lot of Korea in this part of the plane.
You know, the age is catching up with us.
I know. I know.
It's catching up with some of the Koreans, too.
I know. Hey, Jed.
Yo.
How was it?
Hey, we need to pick your brain later about some
Yeah, I don't know about that. There.
How was it, guys? Did you have fun?
Wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah.
As much as an 80-year-old person can have.
80 years old. You're younger than that.
It's kind of space it, you know.
Yeah, but you got to rest in between at least, huh? You got to rest a little bit, right? On the bus, on the way over here, huh? How was it? You guys have fun?
Oh, yes.
Was that your first time too? It was. Okay. You guys look sunburned and tired. How you doing? Here's the brother and sister, right? So were you both in the same, were you stationed, where were you stationed then?
Well, I was in the Alameda Naval Air Station, California.
Oh, okay. And then where?
San Francisco.
So were you the only siblings in your family that was in the war? Were you the only siblings, or did you have more brothers and sisters that?
Well, there were 6 of us kids.
Oh, there were 6.
And all of us did service.
Oh, you're 2. Okay, let me get this straight. You're going to go dancing tonight after being in the memorials all day long in D.C.
Oh, yes. There's a lot of fine women there. And I look better at closing time, too.
Well, are you going to take any of your friends with you, or because you want all the women to yourself?
Here. I don't see anybody here that's got enough energy.
What kind of dancing? Like a
rock and roll.
Rock and roll?
Rock and roll, man. My feet are going so fast you think you're going to burn up.
Do your friends go with you, or you just go?
No, I just go find me somebody to dance with.
And then you go pick up all the women?
Well, I try to do my best. You know, I mean, they either have to be pretty drunk or they forgot and left their glasses at home. You know. Thank you. Your name?
Deanna.
Deanna.
Yeah.
Fine-looking lady. Deanna. And an excellent personality.
Thank
nice
you.
Smile.
Oh, you're
beautiful
sweet.
Hair.
Thank
I'll bet you're one hell of a dancer.
You want to go dancing?
just enough for you?
Yeah.
A lot of things happened.
It was worth it.
We got hungry, but...
Oh yeah, I really got hungry. That's all they did is feed us.
Eat.
Coast Guard, huh? Same here. You sure good blood, huh? Disgrace.
Well, they called you so I can look you up. W sent you a Coast Guard lanyard when we get them.
Did you enjoy it?
It was great. Yeah, it was great.
Would you have weather or brown stuff involved?
Did you have a good time?
The windows, guys, they're saluting. Look at that. Left side, all sides. They're saluting.
After a long day of visiting the memorials and a 3-hour flight, they were almost home. As the caravan neared the turnoff to the embassy suites, they picked up a police escort. The buses were greeted by family and friends who could not wait to hear about their veterans' experience. Each veteran received a quilt and a souvenir picture book of Washington, D.C.
What'd you think?
That was great.
Did you have a good time?
Yeah, you better believe it.
Thanks for going.
Wonderful time.
See you, Mr. B. We'll see you in Chapel. You take care, okay? All right.
Well, did you have a good time?
Great time. Great time.
Glad you got to go. Did you have a good time?
Oh, terrible.
Terrible. It's just too rough, isn't it?
Well, that.
I mean, they feed you such lousy food.
Yeah.
Make you sleep on a cot.
Kicks you down up here and kicks you up there. I'll tell you, I've never been on a better organized trip than that.
Good time?
We sure did, and I won't forget it. It was nice, yeah.
I'm glad you got to go. Well, did you enjoy yourself?
You bet. Great.
It would have been a lot easier day.
They feed you enough?
Huh?
They feed you enough?
We just ate all the time. Yeah.
What'd you think of the Korean Memorial?
I liked it.
Had you seen it before?
I saw it while they were still making it.
Construction?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that whole wall there, I didn't see it. It wasn't done yet when I saw it. Thank you. Thank you.
Take care.
Was it a good time?
Yeah.
What'd you think of the World War II Memorial? Thank you for your service. I'm glad you got to go. Was it what you expected?
It was more than I expected. It really was. Like I told Fran, when I came home my first time from Vietnam, people were spitting on me. And I've always remembered that. And when I went down there with all those people, that just went away.
Glad you got to go.
Yes, sir.
Don't forget Lady Liberties. We love you.